Hey guys, I'm Brittany Xavier.
And I'm Anthony Xavier.
And you're listening to The Long Game. Welcome back to The Long Game pod. Today, Jadyn is joining just me today because we only have 2 microphones at our house.
Hey.
So we're having a little mom and daughter chit chat. Jadyn is a newly high school graduated senior.
Hey.
How does it feel to be a high school graduate?
I'm happy. I'm glad those years of my life are over, but I'm excited for the new ones to come.
Are you glad they're over, or are you kind of sad that...
I'm sad and I'm glad. I was sad in the moment, and now I'm like, I don't really care that much about it, to be honest. I'm like, oh, I don't get to talk to most of those people again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because remember when we dropped you off for freshman year, it was after lockdown and people had just started going back to school again.
Yeah.
I feel like that was not too long ago. And then...
No, but I felt like I was in high school forever.
Oh, really?
Like, thinking back to freshman year, I was like, oh my gosh, that feels like 5 years ago. I mean, it was 5 years ago. Like, it feels like 8 years ago. It feels like double the time.
That's true.
But then I think about, like, last year, like, junior year, and I'm like, oh, that felt like 6 months ago. I don't know. It's weird.
That's so crazy. And how fast it's going to go for college, too.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for college. I'm a little more scared for college.
So...
Because it's a new environment, new people, all that. Oh, I already announced it, but I'm going to Lynn University, and I keep looking at the camera. I'm going to Lynn University in Boca Raton, and I'm excited about it.
I love how she told me how to pronounce Boca Raton.
I don't know if it's Boca Raton or Raton.
I was saying Boca Raton.
Should we look it up?
I've only been to Florida a few times. Maybe 4 max. Oh, every time we've gone on a Disney cruise, I've gone to the port, but we haven't really explored Florida that much.
Yeah, we've only been to, like, Cocoa Beach. That's the port. And, like, Orlando for Disneyland. But I've never been to this area of Florida.
I have been to Miami maybe 3 times max. But, again, they were always short, quick trips.
Boca Raton.
I was right.
You're right.
Boca Raton. Because some people kept saying Raton that I was talking to. And I was like, well, now is it Raton or Raton? But anyways. Yeah, I'm going for business.
So that will be exciting.
And, yeah, I'm excited.
Do you feel like you are a college woman, a college-bound adult yet?
No,
or
I don't.
Is it going to hit you when you move into your dorm?
Yeah.
Like, is that going to be weird on the first day?
I'm going to be scared. I don't know.
In your dorm?
No, not in my dorm. I'm just like, this is everything so new. Like, new people. I'm going to be in a new state with, like, new responsibilities, new classes, all that. I think it'll be fine, though.
But I like that the school they have a lot of resources for you. Don't you get like a counselor that helps you, like a success coach?
Yeah.
So utilize that as much as possible because that will be super helpful. Like if you're feeling overwhelmed about anything, they can hopefully help guide you and give you some good information, especially because I'm sure the freshmen have a ton of questions. Even just finding out where everything is on campus.
Mm-hmm. I mean, my campus is fairly small, so I don't think that would be that, like, it's all, like, walking distance. Like, everything is, like, 5 minutes away, so I'm not too stressed about that. That's what I like about this college is that it's small. So it's, like, what I'm used to.
Yeah. I think that's a good fit for you, especially you have that personal connection with the professors, which is really nice.
Yeah.
What are you most excited about for college?
Honestly, I think it's my dorm. I'm so excited for that. And my class. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just excited about my classes mainly, I think. 'Cause they're not like core classes. They're more like entertaining. Like you study like cases and then you have like arguments about it. So kind of like speech and debate, I guess, is what I'm in.
Oh,
not
that's
really,
fun.
But like,
and then you already know your roommates, right? Which is cool.
And they're both from the East Coast, so that should be new too. I only know one girl from California, so.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you guys can hang out. And there'll also be a freshman orientation, right? So you can meet other people that way too. You move into your dorm beginning of August. So we're all going to go as a family and drop her off. I wasn't sure if that was the thing to do, but it seems like all the families are going to do it.
Yeah, that's like a huge thing. Like move in.
Well, I'm saying like bringing all the siblings and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So everyone will be there. And then I think Poppy will understand more too that you're moving away to college. Because right now she says that she doesn't ever want to go to college herself.
I'm
or
like,
school.
Queen, you're going to want to. I'm really excited.
I think she'll get excited too when she can picture it too, because it's all very out there. It's like for her, it's like, what is college?
To her, like where it is and like how it's like by the beach, and she's like, oh, so like she asked me questions about it. So I think she's kind of, once we get there though, I think she'll understand it more, because I don't think she'll understand that I'm like where I'm staying and stuff.
Right.
She just thinks I'm just like going away.
And that was so sweet when you took her shopping.
Yeah, I took her shopping yesterday.
So cute. They walked around, and Poppy's just on her best behavior when she's with Jadyn, which is adorable.
She is. Well, because we just have a good time. She's like, oh, do you want to go in the store? Or she's like, are we leaving now, or are we going to shop more? And I'm like, we're going to shop more. She's like, okay, good. I'm like, she's more like an adult when she's one-on-one with me, I feel like. Oh, do you want to go into that one? And she's like, sure, that looks like cute.
I'm like, cute.
And she goes out, and she comes out, and she's like, I think I like the first store better than that one. And she's like comparing them, and I'm like, what?
So Poppy, we're trying to work on finances right now with her. She had money from her Easter egg or her Easter basket. So we split it up into tithes, savings, and spending. And so when Jadyn took her out,
she got to spend her money for the first time.
Money. So she had $40, and she only spent 10, right? That was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to explain to her. She wanted to like buy this, like, I don't know. She wanted to buy a lot of things, and I was like, well, think of something that you don't have, like something new, because you have like 50 stuffed animals. And she's like, okay. And then she found something she really liked, and then I was like, okay, you can give the money to Lady now, and she like did it all by herself.
She is so sweet. So yeah, I think that's cute that she's been excited about her money, but she's also doesn't want to spend it. I thought it was going to be gone. I told her, this is your spending money, but I thought she was going to spend all of it or just spend like right under, but I was surprised she only spent $10. So that's nice.
Yeah.
You're going to have to take Elliot out like that one-on-one.
I know.
When he gets older.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Elliot's going to be much of a shopper. I think Poppy will be, though.
He's so cute with you. He's a little snuggler.
Yeah. He snuggles.
What's your biggest worry about college?
My biggest worry? Probably my classes.
Just adjusting to a new schedule?
It. Like, yeah. No, because the schedule's pretty flexible. I'm not worried about that. Like, if a class is hard, I guess, but, like, they have a lot of help, so I feel like that. I don't know. I'm not really worried about anything. I'm just, like, more anxious about news. I don't know.
Yeah, just getting there and setting up everything.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, I'm excited.
I'm excited, too.
Do you think you'll feel like it's home right away, or do you think it'll start to... It'll just be an adjustment?
No, because I definitely get homesick for California. Like, I'm like, oh, like, I'm going to miss it.
I know. I mean, like... How do you feel about leaving that? Leaving California and going to Florida?
It's definitely going to be different. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it'll feel the same because, like, the weather... If it would be, like, California to here, that would be different because it's, like, two completely different, like, dynamics. But I feel like Florida's kind of, like...
You still
gives the same vibes as California. Like, not even just the beach, but, like, the weather and the atmosphere. I don't know. I guess there's going to be things that are different about it, but...
Yeah. No, totally. And that's just going to be part of it. And if you do get really homesick or you feel like, oh, I want to move eventually, just know it's 4 years and then you can decide.
Yeah.
It's not a forever thing. But I know a lot of freshmen get homesick their first year because it's just so many changes right at once. Mm-hmm. And moving in general is tough.
Yeah, a lot of my friends that were seniors last year, I know that have, like, just, like, went back home or something. So
their first year, they didn't want to finish it?
No, they did finish it. They just want to go back home.
Oh, and just transferred schools?
Yeah, that's just, like, common, I feel like. Like, a lot of kids I know just, like, left their big university and then came to the community college by me. So I don't think I'll be doing that, though. So, but I don't know.
It's, I guess you don't have to decide each year. You can just take it year by year, and then otherwise it can get overwhelming to decide, you know, what's your major or your future.
I'm not planning on, like, thinking of, like, leaving it, so it'll be good.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I knew anybody that left, like, after, well, I guess I did. I didn't go back freshman year after APU.
I can't think of anybody. Actually, I did that.
Myself.
I did that.
But I didn't move away. I was literally down the streets.
Well, because yours was only a 2-year, I thought.
No, AP was a 4-year. But then when I went to Laverne, I feel like Laverne had a lot more of Because I don't feel like they had big dorms there or anything. I feel like people more there like lived in the area and commuted to school. I feel like it was not like people. I mean, people went there for 4 years, but it didn't feel like as many people lived on campus there.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the most used app on your phone? I'm gonna do like a rapid Q&A.
TikTok.
Who's your biggest celebrity crush?
I feel like I don't really have one right now. When I was younger and deaf, I was a huge Justin Bieber fan, though. You know that. I was a believer.
I feel like a lot of kids your age weren't they? That's a big thing.
Like, all his perfumes and everything. I was, like, really into it when I was, like, 5, I think.
Remember when you were really into Harry Potter for a minute? I found all that stuff the other day, and I was like, should I keep it? I didn't know what to do with it. You found it? It was in not the other day, but it was when we were packing for our move. It was like all that storage unit. It was like a big box of Harry Potter
the other day, that was like 6 months ago.
I know.
That's crazy.
Like there was capes and stuff in there.
No, I had the gown, or
there was gowns. Yeah, something.
The gowns, the robes. I had the robe. I had the scarf. Mug. I had like 3 wands. I had like.
Were you dressing up in it? I was confused.
No, yeah. Like when we went to Universal Studios, I'd like get the robe and I'd put it on and just like walk around with it, even though it would be like 100 degrees outside, and I'd be like, well, I need to wear this because I'm like cool. I was a Slytherin too. That's so weird. Oh shoot.
Wait, what is the Slytherin?
I don't know.
They're just the different.
I honestly don't remember. It's just different houses.
You get to pick which one you want to be in?
No, you have to like take a test online. So I took a test like 5 times. My friend's like, you have to take it 5 times to like see which one you have.
That's so funny. That was a big thing at the time, though. I think people are still really into it, but I was really trendy
into
then.
It. Like I was into slime accounts that were like Harry Potter themed.
We
like remember Muggle slimes, and I was really into slime. Like we went to a slime con for my birthday, and then I got like a slime subscription for my 10th birthday. It was like crazy.
And you and your friend were gonna start a slime business, remember? And then
Marilyn. We had a notebook and everything, and then it just never happened. We make like slideshows to like our parents to be like, this is what our slime business would be about, and then we do like slideshows for like. I keep hitting this thing.
Slime is still really popular for kids, right? Or no? It definitely went through
I feel like it was really big when I was younger.
And people were making it themselves at home with the borax and all of that.
Yeah.
That one was one that we wouldn't be able to do right now because Poppy and Elliot would just get it everywhere.
Oh, I always used to stain the carpet with my slime.
It would always be
or I'd like hide it or something. You'd be like, Jadyn, what is that? And I'm like, slime. And I'd like try to get it out with like a fork
on the carpet.
From the carpet.
Okay, if you could swap lives with any character from a movie for a day, who would it be?
Oh, someone from Outer Banks, because I love Outer Banks.
Because would you want to live in Outer Banks?
No, I just love, I'd want to live there, and I love like all the mystery and like their lives are just so fun. Me and Dad watched the first season together when it first came out, and then I just like started watching all of them.
They're always on a boat, the only clips that I've seen.
Yeah, they're in Outer Banks.
But they're like, it's like a summer show, right? Like it's fun in the sun.
It's like summer, and they're like trying to figure out like mysteries, and they go on like adventures. I don't know, it just seems like their lives are so fun. But they're like my age, and all this has happened in like 4 years, but they're like
murder mysteries?
No. Kind of. It's like, I don't know. You have to watch it.
What is your most irrational fear?
This is so dumb, but like literally the dark.
Are you afraid of the dark?
Yes.
Have you ever seen that show?
No, I don't really want to. No, but I don't know how to describe it. Like, unless someone is like, if I'm like have a sleepover, or, like you guys are in the same room as me, or like we're in a hotel, I'm fine. But once I'm by myself, like I literally have to sleep with a nightlight every night.
That's not good for your circadian rhythm.
Oh my gosh.
At least, as long as it's a nightlight that doesn't have.
I'm not really scared of the dark. I'm just scared of like, what if there's I don't know. I just can't. That and spiders.
What's something you think I don't fully understand about your generation? It's like a millennial to a Gen Z.
I don't know. I feel like you understand a lot of things because like you're young. Like you understand like lingo. You understand what's going on. I don't know what else you want to understand though. Yeah, I feel like because you guys are young, you like kind of understand like the trends and what's going on right now. If you guys were older and you didn't understand anything and you didn't have social media, that would be different.
Yeah, I think if you
like you're on the same wavelength.
Scroll TikTok for just a second, you can kind of get a vibe of like what's going on.
No, I don't think so. I think you have to actually understand it to like Because, like, someone that, like, doesn't know social media, they don't understand it at all.
But who at this point doesn't understand social media?
Well, like,
unless you're like super
like
old.
elders, they don't really have social media.
True.
They only have, like, Facebook.
Although
like
I don't
Twitter.
scroll as much as I used to. I feel like I post my video and then I'm like...
I do, because all my videos are Love Island right now. It's so funny. You guys have to watch it. It's kind of like grungy, but it's funny.
It's kind of like Love is Blind, right?
It's not like blind dates. It's
But
like Love is Blind, but they're all together in the same house.
Is that like a top show right now on Netflix?
No, it's on Peacock.
Oh, you know what was a good show on Peacock? And she has the photo, the front of it is like this girl and she has like big glasses on in the front. Oh, I can't think of what it's called. It was kind of cool because like
Harry
each
Potter.
episode... Oh my gosh, I literally can't think right now.
Big glasses?
Yeah, and it was like I feel like it was a couple years ago. I'm drawing a blank. I think it was it was a murder mystery one. And then each episode was kind of its own thing. Like you didn't need to watch each one. Poker Face. It's actually really good. I was surprised how good it was. Let's see.
My neck is really
See,
red.
this is exactly what it looks like. All I can do is picture that photo.
I think I have seen that, but why do your feet keep touching mine? That's another rational
you don't like
fear,
my feet?
Mom's feet.
I have the worst bunion on one side. It's just I've
No,
accepted
same.
it.
I've inherited her bunions.
I've heard the surgery is so painful. I will never do that. To cut it off, and then you have to walk on crutches.
I do hate my bunions though.
I'd rather just live with the bunions and suffer through. I just buy my shoes extra big.
Okay, my
Like,
bunions
why?
aren't that bad.
Do you have them?
Yes, look at my feet.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
It's not like mine. Ew, get it out of the video.
Okay, next question.
What's something you hope your future family values the way our family does? Like what would you take into your future family? It's just worded weird.
Or Christian values and like time spent. Like
that's cute.
quality time.
What's a quality time that stands out to you that you would try to do that for your kids?
Just like when we like watch movies at night or like go do things together.
Just like hanging out?
Yeah.
I feel like when you're here though, like we're trying to do more fun things than normal. So typically...
Like when you guys were in California, we'd still like have like movie nights or something, or like poppy night and everyone would like go in my room.
True.
Cute things.
I really like Lifetime movies.
We haven't watched one in a while.
I know. What did we
I've
watch
only
the other
been
day?
here for like 5 days, but
Yeah, I'm like, Jay, let's find a
we're
cute
really
one.
into
I like mysteries.
What movies did we watch recently? We were watching The Accountant, and then we watched Holland. Was really good.
You fell asleep.
Yeah, but it sounded good.
And I was talking to you and I was like, Jay, are you awake?
I was like, and then dad was trying to wake me up, and I was talking about the movie. I was like talking about the guy like was gonna get
Like,
me.
you didn't even watch it. But I had to explain it to you and you said it sounded good.
No, because I can
It's kinda
picture how good
freaky.
it was. Because I watched like the first like 30-40 minutes, but it was kind of a slow, and Nicole Kidman is in it too.
Yeah,
That
but
was
I
good.
don't want to spoil anything for people who haven't seen it. What is advice you would give to your 13-year-old self?
To be nicer. I feel like I was so mean when I was 13.
What do you
Like
mean?
I just had that like awkward stage where I was just like rude. I feel like everyone gets that. Like when you're like going into like high school or like into middle school, and you're just not aware. I feel like.
Do you think because...
And I see that in 13-year-olds now.
Well, I feel like more and more kids don't know how to talk to people in person because they are always on their phones. Like,
Well,
it's a mix of they're socially awkward, but also they have no idea how to have a regular conversation face to face. Don't you think?
No. Because you grow up talking to people.
No, not really. I feel like everyone's texting their friends at that age. And
Well, yeah, because that's just how life is now.
that's the thing. I'm saying, like, if in high school, if one of my friends had a boyfriend and they broke up with them, it would be, you'd have to do it face to face. Like, no one would text or like do it over the phone. That was considered
That's
cringe.
how it is now. You have to do it face to face.
Oh, you still do that?
Yeah.
Because I'm hearing from people that it's like you only text or like you'll just like ghost them.
No, that's like weird. Unless you're in a talking stage, but if you're like actually dating someone and you're committed, that's weird to like do it over text.
But I just think more and more kids are not talking as much as they should. Like in regular hangout sessions, like people are just on their phones with each other. And so maybe it's kind of making them awkward in person.
I was just like, I would just play outside, I feel like, when I was younger. But like now I feel like it's different. Like now I feel like toddlers and stuff have like iPads at the dinner table.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely...
That's just our generation now, but the sad truth.
Yeah. Well, hopefully Poppy and Elliot will be able to talk.
I think they'll be going outside. I mean, it's not like they're like watching shows all the time and stuff.
Yeah, it's...
And Poppy's definitely on the shy side, but I feel like that's how every like young kid is.
I feel like it takes a
lot.
lot.
Elliot's just like
Daredevil. So funny.
Elliot does everything.
When he threw the bowling ball in your foot yesterday.
He threw this tiny bowling ball on my foot, and then he was like, yay!
He was clapping after
He's like, I did it. Or he throws it in the gutter. He's like, yes.
We were at a bowling alley that had a kids section, so they had these tiny little bowling balls, but they were still pretty heavy, and he was just picking them up and throwing them.
He's just like throwing them on the ground. It's like, boom.
But yeah, I feel like as a parent, you have to do so much to be proactive that they're not on technology all the time, because it's just so much part of our everyday.
I feel like toddlers, it's not that hard because it's like it's up to the parents.
Right.
That's because that's how you like, it depends on how you raise them. But like when they get older and they get their own phones, like that's different, I feel like. But I feel like phones were really big when I was younger too. When I was in 4th grade and 5th grade, like I remember this one kid always had the new phone. He had like the iPhone X, and everyone was like, oh,
I definitely gave you a phone too early. Probably wouldn't have given you a smartphone until you were like 16. If I did it, like that's what we're gonna do with Poppy and Elliot.
We're doing like Instagram and stuff, I feel like.
Yeah,
I had a tiny like, what was it? I had like not a flip phone.
It wasn't a flip phone, but
I could only like text and like take pictures. What was it? It was like a BlackBerry.
It wasn't an
kinda.
iPhone.
No, it wasn't. It was like you have to type in the.
But it was still a smartphone, wasn't it?
No.
No, I'm talking about like before you were 16, you definitely had a smartphone. Like you definitely had an iPhone.
Yeah, I did.
I don't know what age it was, but I felt like it was too young. I wouldn't do that again with Poppy and Elliot.
I think I was in 5th grade. Well, I was also doing Instagram and stuff, so I was like, oh.
But also there's so much more. I feel like there's so much more information now about the earlier you give kids a phone, like how much it affects their development, that because now we know about it as much more, that we're going to be more aware when, I mean, picture the phones that are going to be out when Poppy and Elliot are 16.
I think the iPhone 7, is it the 17 coming out soon? And like it's like iOS 26. I'm like, what? Remember when like
That's
iOS
crazy.
15 like came out, or like iOS whatever?
I remember when the iPhone launched, I thought you were like 1.
Yeah, I remember you and I had the tiniest phones ever, and you were just like hold it like
so
this, and you like
small.
put like you like, I don't know, you'd hold it like this.
I loved the tiny phones before. Like now sometimes these are, I mean, I feel like I have the big ones.
I have the really big one.
Same, but I feel like sometimes my finger, like my thumb hurts.
Yeah, sometimes stretching. I have to go like and like reach over.
Like sometimes I feel like I'm getting that.
Oh, I also
you have to like stretch your hand out. Like this hurts sometimes.
I don't know. I don't know. I was
like tendinitis.
I remember really being
like
she's all diagnosing herself. This girl. No, but what was I gonna say? Okay, I was really into my iPod, my tiny little iPod,
oh, yeah.
and I found it. I had that for a while. That was just for music, but I found it recently. It was like all like the Frozen albums, and Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift. That was it.
But now there's all that data about wireless headphones are not great for your brain waves. So we try to just listen to music out loud in the house. But before in high school, I would wear those. They were like these little tiny they were not wireless. They were a plug-in, but they're like the Walkman ones. Yeah. Walkmans. I'll use the wired headphones usually, but if there's something I have to do or like take a call, then I'll put in the AirPods. But not like before I was wearing them all the time. Remember my AirPods Max? I would wear them 24/7 before. I would take calls on them.
I wear my AirPods all the time. Because I don't like when other people can hear like if I'm in a room with someone else, or like, what the heck is that? Did you see that?
What?
It was like
Was it a bug?
No, it was like this fuzz landed on my nose. It was like, and then just like, it flew away.
Elliot would say bee.
Bee. Elliot called the mole on my neck a bee a couple days ago. He was like, bee. I was like,
get it away.
I was like, rude.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? No pressure. Just dream out loud.
Graduated college.
College graduate in 5 years. It's gonna take you 5 years to graduate.
No, college graduate. Hopefully starting a family. Next question. Well, I think I want to get married after college for sure.
43. I'd be 43 if you have a child. I'd be a 43-year-old grandma. I'm Xavier over here.
That's really young. I know you're already going to be spoiling them too.
I know. I mean,
and Poppy and Elliot, how old will Poppy and Elliot be?
Poppy will be 4. She'll be 9 in 5 years.
I was like 4. I'm like, she's almost 4 right now.
She's almost 4, so she'll be 9.
Yeah, they're going to be like 10.
And then Elliot will be...
Like 7 or 8?
7.
That's so cute. They're going to be like friends. They're going to be like little siblings. Well, do you think you guys will have more kids before then?
I mean, if the Lord willing.
If the Lord willing. Do you think you will, though?
I mean, I would love to.
I mean, you guys have the space now.
Yeah, I would love to. I think Poppy would be more...
I think she'd understand
less
it a
jealous.
little bit more.
Yeah, I feel like they were really close in age before. So when we brought Elliot home...
She was not having it.
How old was Poppy? She was just like a little bit over 2.
She was 2.5.
She was so mad when we brought him home. It took her a while to adjust to him.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting that. I thought she would at least think he was somewhat cute in the beginning, but It was more like she didn't want me to be holding him.
Tiny.
He was so tiny.
He was sitting right on that coffee table in like a little tent. He was literally so tiny, and I was like, "Is that him?" And I looked over like this, and he was just like.
Because the blanket was the same color as his outfit, and he had a hat on, so it was just his face was sticking out.
It was literally, he was just like.
And he had like a little duck nose. Like it was just like, because you know how they don't have their baby chubs on him yet when they first come home. So he's like
skinny.
He's like a little like bird. He was laying there.
His age now is cuter than like newborns. Like I feel like newborns are just like.
I mean, newborns are cute in their own way because it's like the smell. It's like
their breath. Smell. It's like a breath. New puppy or like a new car. It's like.
And just like their little back and like
they're so squishy.
Like I really want to like.
And they can't lift their heads yet, so that you just gotta like hold. You're like hold their heads, and they're like. She's getting baby fever, guys. I remember Poppy being really like her little nose and her eyes. She was like.
She was really pointy when she came out too. I feel like Elliot was a little more chubby.
No. Poppy was chubbier than Elliot when she was younger.
No, when she was born, she was.
No. But when we went to Hawaii and she was like 6 months old, she was like.
Oh yeah, she was. Yeah, she had more.
She was really chubby, and then Elliot.
She had more rolls.
Elliot got a lot of back rolls too when he was like 6 months old.
Yeah, and I didn't realize
little muscles.
I didn't realize he had rolls as much until I looked back at photos, and then I saw when he was 6 months.
I'd always grab his little back rolls. He had like 4 little chunks.
So cute.
I was like, oh.
It's like the chunkier the better for the babies. It's like I just could squish them.
Yeah.
But I think that now if we had a baby or like in the next 2 years, she would be way more.
I think she'd see it more as like
versus I don't know how Elliot would be though. I wonder if Elliot would be jealous. Can you picture him being jealous?
No.
He copies a lot what Poppy does. So he'd probably go off of her vibe of what she thinks.
Yeah. But even Elliot, like, even if Poppy doesn't want to share, like, he still shares with her. He's so sweet. He's like, I just want you to like me. He's like.
Jadyn captured the best photo of them yesterday. It was Elliot.
I gotta show this. This is hilarious.
What happened? Poppy was crying.
Poppy, like, tripped over a toy, but she didn't get that hurt. And then she was, like, crying about it. And every time Poppy cries, Elliot, like, goes and comforts her. And I took a photo. Sweet. And I saw him hugging her, and I was like, Elliot, and I like went over to take a photo, and Poppy's like crying, and Elliot's all like happy. Can they see it on the thing?
If you're on YouTube, you can see it. If you're listening at home, you won't be able to.
But you could probably just clip it onto the podcast because I sent the video to you.
Oh, true.
I sent this to you.
But
look at his face.
This is them in a nutshell. Is just Elliot is just so happy to be there,
and Elliot's all like,
and
look
Poppy
at his side smile.
He's just hoping she doesn't push him away. He's just like
got my sis. He's like doing a little.
He loves anytime Poppy gives him attention.
Yeah, and they play so cute together too.
Yeah,
like when they actually are playing outside.
And Poppy,
she's like, "Okay, Elliot, you do this," and he's like, "Okay."
He just listens to her.
Yeah.
What kind of home do you imagine yourself having one day?
A beach house.
And where?
In Orange County. I'm gonna have to be making bank.
Yeah, to
live in Orange County.
To get pay for those property taxes.
Like Florida. I'm not worried about the money right now.
Just in general.
Yeah, I've always wanted to live in Orange County. I love Laguna Beach.
It's so pretty.
I haven't been there in a while.
What's a new skill or hobby you hope to learn in your 20s?
Hobby or skill?
Like if you had to pick one skill to learn in your 20s, what would you want to do?
Like it has to be like a talent or something? Or
Not
like...
a talent, but like a skill or a hobby where it's something you don't know now, but you are happy you learned it. It could be like knitting. I don't know, what's a hobby? Ice skating.
Knitting. I don't know. I feel like I just kind of passed that age where like I could have learned so many things.
No, you don't.
The
You're
only
only
thing
18.
the only thing I regret about high school is not doing any sports. Because like if I stuck with volleyball, if I stuck with soccer or something, I feel like I would be so athletic. But I didn't.
But you also have to like it. Because you tried volleyball, you didn't really like it, and you got hit in the face a few times, and you played soccer, you didn't like it. Remember?
Oh, I didn't get to. I stayed. That's why I got hit in the face 2 more times by the same girl. She was like targeting me.
But I also think that you have to like the sport.
I did like it. I think there's just a lot of incidents that ruined it for me. I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's hard if you get hit with the ball and then it scares you afterwards.
I mean, I wasn't really scared because I did in high school too. I tried out for soccer and then I was like, because I was also doing cheer. If I wasn't doing cheer, I probably would have stuck with it. Oh, but anyways, hobby.
I mean, I think they have intramural sports at the school, right? At the college.
For like clubs.
I don't think it's clubs. I think it's more of like, yeah, maybe it is clubs where you go and you guys all play, but it's more just for fun. It's not as competitive.
I think I tried looking, but I didn't see anything. I'm really into flag football though. Like after
that's
powder puff,
nice because also you don't get hurt.
I'm really into football. I don't know. Well, it's also because like,
You just pull the flags. You don't get. It's not tackle, right?
Flag football. You just you pull flags.
We need to go to a Tennessee football game here.
That'd be fun.
People are very into football out here. They're very into sports, which I guess I'm not as used to.
Yeah, it's like all the babies are born just to play football. You have to get Elliot to football.
A huge thing.
She wants Elliot to play baseball.
I don't know if I'm going to push any sports on him unless he asks to do it.
I feel like he'd be really good at football. I mean, he does anything. He's not like scared of like.
Yeah, that's what makes me worried about the brain injuries.
Petite and like. Nah, I don't want to do that. I can see her as like a ballet. It'd be
I want to see if he wants to do jiu-jitsu or like a combat sport, but it's more of like the discipline, the honor. More of like
I thought you put him in a bunch of sports and see what he likes.
Yeah, that's what we did with you, and you're like, I don't like any of them. I really wanted you to stick with dance because I felt like you were so good with it, and then you wanted to stop it. I was like, oh, I didn't want to push you and like be the dance mom.
I didn't like it. It was just the schedule. I had tap Monday, ballet Tuesday, and like hip hop on Wednesday. It was like 3 days a week.
But they wouldn't let you just do the class. Like you wanted to do hip hop, and they wanted you to do the ballet and jazz to have the foundation. So it's like I had to do everything else, which was also kind of expensive. But I did want you to keep doing it. But I also didn't want to be one of those moms that's like, you have to do it no matter what.
Yeah, I didn't like how I was doing 3 because I would get confused too. I was like, okay, wait, because you're doing 3 different types of dances in like 3 days in a row. But then I went to cheer. So cheer was fun. I did that for like.
And then you did horseback riding.
I did like horseback riding a lot. I don't know why I was so scared of doing it. When I was like 9, I was really scared, but now I'm like.
Yeah, that one was also expensive. So I feel like that was something we probably wouldn't have been able to do, like as much as you need to get good at it.
Good at it, but I was too scared.
But I think unless you had a horse and you were able to ride it all the time, it's hard to like the lessons are expensive just to pay for. That's why a lot of people
even having a horse alone is expensive, like.
Or they pay to like rent a horse so that way you can go to the stables anytime you want. That would probably make more sense, but
yeah, we
definitely put you in a lot of things to try it, but we also aren't big sports people to where we were like take it or leave it. And Dad's very much like he doesn't even watch sports, so it's like he was like, oh yeah, he wasn't like
I'm more into sports now than I was when I was younger.
Yeah, definitely weren't forcing you to do it, so that's the nice thing. It's like you're able to make your own decision with it. What's if you could time travel and meet your 28-year-old self, what would you ask her? So you in 10 years.
How was college? Like, what do you do? Like, you're just like, okay, like, you don't go to school? Like, I don't know.
No, you
I honestly can't
start your life.
I can't picture life without going to school.
I know. It's
like,
actually
that's like weird to me. Like, what? Like, what do you do with your day? I mean, I guess it's like summer for you, but like not really.
it's the most freeing thing. That's why after when I finished my political science degree, I was thinking about going to college for 4 more years for law school. And I'm like, I finally am done and I have a job. It was so hard for me to think about going back to school again for another 4 years and like also to be gone from you so much. It's good in theory. Like I had always thought that I was going to do it.
Well, if you didn't have me that young, I feel like you would have done it.
Yeah, I probably would have. But it's like when it came down to it, and I had done the LSAT and I had done all the prep work, when it actually came to, okay, where am I going to commit to going? So I think you would really enjoy not being in school afterwards. Like once you you have your degree, you're working on whatever you want to do, and if you want to have a family, and that degree also helps
it's funny,
you do.
I'll probably have a family by then.
Huh?
Because I like the young mom, not that young aspect, like not like teenage young mom, but like like I don't think I want to have kids past like 32.
Okay, what is something that God has been teaching you lately?
How to have forgiveness and be patient. I got a tattoo too, guys.
Let's talk about your tattoo.
It means forgiveness in the Bible from
like, wait, say what it is.
Matthew. God was telling one of his...
No, say what it is for people that don't.
It's 70 times 7. In the Bible, God was telling, I forgot who, one of his disciples, to forgive people that wronged you 70 times 7. So, like, forgive them, like, no matter what they do, basically. I thought it was good. Not to hold grudges. Because I used to do that a lot, but now I'm like, it makes you more at ease at life.
Would you rather always have to sing instead of having to speak, or dance everywhere you had to go?
Dance everywhere I had to go. I love dancing. I don't have a great singing voice either.
If you could instantly master any skill, no practice, what would it be?
There's a lot of those I want to learn, because sometimes I'll see people and I'm like, oh, I wish I was good at that. Especially when I watch movies and like someone is like, there's these weird fuzzies that keep going in my eyes. Like if I watch movies and there's someone that's like really talented at dancing, or like really good at like hockey or like something weird, I'm like, oh, I wish I can do that. Like, just like I just like envy people that are really good at something.
It's like they're very
like, or like gymnastics
committed.
And it's like they're just like known for like being good at something. I wish I was athletic, because I was like, oh, I wish I was known for like being good at like soccer, or like, I don't know, something crazy, or like lacrosse. I feel like lacrosse would be good, or like golf, or like math fun. Even like being good at like, I don't know.
Oh,
like I'm good at some things, but I wish
that's
I was, like,
a good one, math, because
moon.
that would get you so far ahead of anything else. Like you could do so many things.
Yeah.
Just like I always have to count on my fingers half the time, or unless I use my calculator. Like if I'm doing some in my head, I have to do my fingers.
It's like 1, 2.
Well, not like that, but it's like if I'm doing.
Yeah, but no, I don't. Even if I was good at math, I don't think I'd enjoy it either.
Like even with cooking things, like I always convert the cups.
Fractions confuse me.
I always convert cups to grams so I can use my scale. And sometimes it's like, wait, what? I need to do. If you had to live inside one store for a week, which one would you pick?
Target or Paper Source. I love Paper Source. Like, can I like take things from there and like buy, like shop?
No, you'd have to live in there for a week. Probably want to do a store with a bed, because where would you sleep?
Yeah, Target. But the Target by me, because the Target by me has Starbucks. So I get food in the morning. And then, why are you doing that? Mom's like, are you falling asleep? She says nothing after I answer a question. I'm like, what are you doing? I look over, she's like, are you good?
I'm really tired right now. She's like, it's because we stayed up too late last night. I didn't get my 8 hours of sleep.
Oh my gosh.
What emoji do you totally overuse?
Should we check? I don't know. I use a lot. Let's check yours and let's check mine.
I use the
Oh,
cute
the
eyes.
crying. I use the crying emoji.
I use these eyes, the cute eyes.
Yeah, I
The little
use
tear
this.
eyes.
I use that one. Like the crying, like.
And then I use the heart hands a lot.
I use that and the forehead slap one a lot. And like the cat going like this. The smirking one.
If you had to delete all apps from your phone except 3, which apps would stay?
TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat.
You wouldn't keep Google Maps. You had no other apps on your phone. Like, it was just 3.
Safari, TikTok, Snapchat. Safari, I can go on maps. I can look up anything.
Oh, because Safari,
Safari
yeah. I
has
guess
maps
it's not
in
an
it.
app. Trying to think what mine would be.
Yours would be like podcast, maps, and
Podcasts,
Instagram.
maps. No, I guess I could. I'm trying to think of the ones that I could not live without. Like, I live without social media. Podcasts, Safari. Clock is a good one though too. I need my clock and my alarm.
You can get your own alarm.
Oh,
like,
true,
get
true,
a
true.
hatch.
Podcast, Safari, and then my Aura Ring one. The app. I like to track everything.
I kind of want one.
I like it. It's just nice to know because I'm charging it today, and because I let it die overnight last night, and this morning, I put it on the little ring charger, so it's in my room.
It doesn't like track like what you're doing, obviously. When you're
No, when it's charging it, and then when it dies in my sleep, yeah, the data stops. So that's the only thing I feel like they need to fix that. I don't know if they even could, because it's like if it has no battery, I don't know how they would. But I do think
the battery last for?
Like 4 or 5 days for mine, but I've had it almost for 2 years.
Really?
But it's
I feel like you just got
the only thing I don't like about it is that it hurts to get on and off my finger because it's like because my bumps on my right here.
The bumps on the inside of the ring too.
No, but in general, my
knuckles are really big.
Okay,
I think we both have really big knuckles.
My knuckle is big, so my actual ring part and you need the ring.
Yours are like really big right here.
I know, and they hurt to get it on, so I always have to put lotion on it. That's the only thing that bugs me about when it's dead. I have to like.
Why don't you just get a bigger one?
Work up courage to take it off my finger, because it won't. I tried the bigger size and it swirls around this part. So then if it's swirling around your actual finger, then it doesn't calibrate. It has to be touching your skin. So it's like if you can just get it over your knuckle and then it's tighter around your finger. So I probably could upsize now. Or actually, I have the older ring, though, that has the bumps. The new one doesn't have the bumps. So I probably should just get the new one. But that's the only thing about it. It's like kind of a hassle to charge.
Yeah.
But I do like all the data and just knowing if I'm getting enough sleep. And then like on a night like last night, because we stayed up later. And that's why I let it die, because I didn't want to have to take it off my finger. But it's like I knew I was already going to be low on sleep. So I was like, I'll just start fresh tomorrow. But it's not great for tracking activities. Like if you wanted to track your steps, I feel like the steps were always off a little bit from the Apple Watch. Do you wear an Apple Watch ever?
No.
Yeah, I stopped wearing
I check my health app on my phone, but sometimes that's not always accurate, because like if I'm at the beach or like something.
Or if you put your phone down and you're like, if I walk on the treadmill and I'm watching a podcast, it's not tracking my steps. My steps, it's only.
Are Apple Watches waterproof?
No. Well, I think you can kind of get them splashed, but I was wearing my Apple Watch for a while. I
definitely get a lot when I'm at the beach. I'm just like, obviously I don't have anything that's tracking my steps.
Yeah. I think before I was tracking my steps so consistently and I would get 10,000 steps, but I feel like the Apple Watch is a little distracting wearing it, and then you get notifications. Like if I don't want to be on my phone and put my phone down and like say I'm cooking.
Silent mode.
But it's like my
The thing I like about it is that you can like call people like without, if you're like doing cooking or something, you can
that's
be like,
true.
Can you call?
Whatever. I guess I can put it on like having it more of like a silent mode, but I would feel like it would always beep and it would distract me from whatever else I was working on. So it was almost like a little bit too much distracting for me. What was I gonna say? What's your secret talent that no one knows about?
Probably dancing. I feel like I'm kind of good at dancing.
Agreed.
Mom's like, yeah.
Well, you don't really
and
dance in front of me, so I don't even know.
I don't really dance in front of anyone.
Yeah, so I'm just taking your word on that one.
Unless I'm like at a party with my friends, and yeah. I bust some moves.
What's the most random thing you've cried over?
Probably when you guys were like, oh, you have to do your laundry before like you go out with your friends, and I'd be like so overwhelmed because I had so much laundry.
It's like
to do,
one
so I
load.
would just cry about it. If you remember, I'd be like, I have to do my laundry, I have to clean my room, and I'm like, my laundry is stacked to the freaking ceiling, and I'm like so stressed. That's why when I get stressed or mad, I just cry. So I cry over a lot of things. I feel like, but like not in front of people. I feel like. How many times am I gonna say that?
What is your weirdest pet peeve?
You do this a lot. Every time
What?
she eats, she talks with food in her mouth. She's like, yeah. Oh my gosh, fry. And it's just like, it's weird because it's like not her voice. It's like a different voice. And oh, it makes me literally shiver to my bone because I'm like, I literally sometimes like at our old house when you do it,
I don't even realize
I literally
do
have
it.
to step away because I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm going to crash out right now. You're like, Jadyn. I'm like, Mom.
It was because I always multitask and I'm trying not to do that. Like instead of just
That's not
eating.
multitasking. That's just eating and talking at the same time.
No, but it's like instead of like chewing and just finishing my food and thinking it through, I also eat really fast. That's something I'm still not able to.
My dad will tell you, like
I
literally,
eat
like
so fast.
every time we'd be at the dinner table, Dad would be like, "Why are you inhaling your food? Like it's okay." We'd be like, "It's not going anywhere."
I've always been like that.
No, you eat so fast. It's crazy. That's my biggest pet peeve. And when people are just like rude. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like not just rude in general, but like there's certain things that people do, or like people at my high school, if they used to do that, just like PMO. Like if they don't say thank you, if they don't have manners, or just like common morals, that like just makes me mad.
Yeah.
Or if I like get something for someone, or like get one of my friends' food or something. I mean, this really hasn't happened recently. This happened like a while ago. But I remember this one girl, we would always hang out and like she'd like never say thank you for anything.
You're like, rude.
I don't know. Or people that are just like rude to their parents.
Like entitled.
Yeah, no.
If your future kids acted just like you at 18, would you be excited or scared?
I don't know. I mean, they're going to be in a different situation when they're 18, so.
No, if they acted just like you at 18, would you be excited or scared?
Probably excited. Yeah.
I'm just like breathing into the microphone.
She's like laughing with her breath.
Do you think Poppy will be like you at 18?
What is he doing?
Anthony just ran outside.
Just walking by. Wait, that was Poppy?
No, that was Anthony.
That was Dad. I said Poppy. No, I think Poppy's gonna be more of a firecracker than I am.
Yeah.
Cause like seeing how different, like my mom always says that I'm like different. Obviously, all kids are different, but I feel like I was more mellow and chill. I feel like she's gonna be like, no, like this is what's happening. Like this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, like one example is that Poppy will not get dropped off at anywhere. Like she does not want to go to a class by herself. She doesn't want to go anywhere by herself.
I'm an extrovert.
And
she's probably going to be a homebody.
But also, you didn't have a choice because like you had to go to Oregon and when you were younger. So it's like right from the start.
You had to go see my dad, and then we had like.
It was like you just had to do it.
And I went to school and stuff too. But I feel like I was always an extrovert. I mean, like I feel like I was shy at first, but like once I got to know people. Or I'm still like this now. Once I get to know people, then I'm like, oh yeah.
But this next week.
I think I'm more extroverted than you are. Don't you agree?
I mean, I was way more extroverted
when you were younger.
When I was, I mean, even in the last like 2 years, I feel like I'm just like I'm such a homebody.
Yeah. Well, because you settle down and you have your kids and you have your life.
Yeah, and it's like I think it's just because realizing how quickly you grew up, like. It's almost like it gave me a fresh perspective of like, what do I want to do differently with these ones? And I remember when you were little, I always wished like I had more time with you because I feel like I was always I mean, we had time together, but I feel like I was either working or working on a paper, or like then I was trying to get you down, or then you would be in Oregon. It was like I always felt like you were just like time was very like limited. Yeah, it's like it always felt very tossed. And so I remember one day we were at the park and I feel like you were probably 4 or 5. And it was like I had to go to a closing shift at work. So I think I was leaving like at 1 that day to go to work. But I remember thinking, oh, I'd love to have just like a day off and just be just like me and you.
You never really had days off, right?
No, I never had just like, because on my days off I was going to school, and then on my days off from work I was going like vice versa. It was like I was either working or going to school, but my days were like split.
Yeah.
So it's like in the morning, if I had to go to school later, then we were together in the morning, and then, or if I did a closing shift, I didn't get to put you down at night. So it was like a lot of that. I felt like it was just trying to like get through.
Yeah.
So I felt like with Poppy and Elliot, like, it's like I don't want to work 24/7. Like for what? Yeah. I want to be able to. I mean, it's like we had to provide for you, like as far as financial help. You know, I didn't have like 2 sets of income or anything. So, but this time around, I'm like, hey, the kids are gonna grow up so fast. Even though they're little right now, like it's gonna fly by. And
I definitely see in Poppy that she's gotten way bigger. Elliot, I feel like I haven't.
Yeah, I mean, he's still so tiny.
He's so little.
But it's like
now Poppy's like growing and stretching, and she's talking way more.
She's becoming a regular kid. Like
she talks more when we're one-on-one.
Yeah.
Where she's with Elliot, I feel like she doesn't talk as much.
She kind of does her own thing, and she'll like play with her toy. And she'll talk to her toys a lot.
She
like
definitely likes being alone. She's like, yeah, Elliot, ow.
Yeah, she's very protective of her space.
And her toys.
She's so funny.
I'm dead.
It's just so I think it's just having that reminder. It's like if I didn't have you, I honestly don't think that I would
have kids.
Well, I don't know if I would have kids. I mean, maybe now. Like
I thought you never wanted to have kids.
I mean, I didn't, but like at the time, I also wasn't married, and I
can't picture not having kids.
But I never was like that, where I was like young and thought, oh, I really want to be a mom one day. I never thought like that.
Now that I have siblings, I'm like, I know how it is.
Right.
But it's just the newborn
It's easier to understand.
Like having a kid, like birth.
I mean, you've literally been through it with me. You know what the newborn stage is like.
No, but like birth, like birthing a child, that's probably my biggest fear too.
Yeah. It's so quick though. It's like just think about.
It's not.
Just think about how quick it is.
You can't get like an epidural or something, and then you're just like, oh. I always see those videos on TikTok, and they're like, oh, how my birth went, and it's like these girls like screaming bloody murder, and I'm like, oh, maybe I don't want one now. I'm scared.
It's just it's a quick amount of pain for like a lifetime with your kids, you know? You have to think about it like and then also the newborn stage goes by so quick. Like it seems really overwhelming at first, but you look back, you're like, they're already out of it. And I think they're only newborn for 6 weeks.
And then like Elliot's already like on a schedule and stuff.
I mean, he has,
and then he's throwing fits. He literally just like
already throwing fits on the floor.
He's very dramatic. Like we'll be like, oh no, you can't throw that. What was it? I was like, I told him not. Oh, he was in my room and he was on my bed and there's frames of him on my bed and he was trying to like take them off and like throw them on the ground. I was like, no, like, you can't do that. And he was like, and he just like laid his head on the bed frame and was just like
he was
back,
so
like,
defeated.
He's like, what? He like was so offended.
He gives you a bad face too. He's like,
oh, like he's like, oh, feel bad for me.
I
He's
know.
like,
he goes,
what?
Oh. He's so cute. Like I can't even.
He's so precious.
I can't even.
He knows he's cute.
Oh, he does too. And when he rolls his eyes, or he like gives like a.
Yeah, he's like he
gives like a.
He blinks so slow. He's like.
I'm like, how could you be so little and like be naughty right now? Like, how are you having an attitude right now? You barely can speak. Oh, it's so funny. Though. He knows he's cute though. Yeah, he definitely. The best is when he gets up in the morning and he's just like messy
so
hair.
Happy when he wakes up.
So happy.
Bad breath.
No, I love his breath in the morning. I want to smell breath.
It's so funny. He's like.
The first thing I do is smell his breath in the morning. I think it's the cutest thing. I feel like. It's so cute. I'm like, give me out. I just want to squish you. But that's the thing. I'm also trying to make sure that I am here for them when they wake up from their nap in the morning, because I feel like with you, I didn't get to be there for all your naps and put you down at night and do the routines I wanted to do.
I felt like most of my memories are with like when my aunts would watch me and stuff.
Yeah, it's like
or
those,
like your mom.
The earlier.
Obviously, I remember things with you, but I just remember like when I was younger.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's what you had to do.
I mean,
Survival, man.
it's what, it wasn't ideal, but we made it
happened,
through.
man.
We made it
And
through.
we're
But
here.
if you could do it in an ideal situation, then having the flexibility to be at home with them is like what I wanted to do. So
I think that was
here we
really
are.
fun when I was in, what grade was I in? When I was in, was that him again?
Yeah, he's going in the garden.
I just saw him like run through the bushes. That scared me. I thought it was an animal. He's just running past the window like.
You said you remember that was something fun when.
Oh, I think my favorite about like your job was when I was in like 3rd grade and it was my last day of school and you were like, oh, I just left my job, like we're gonna be like staying home now, and I was like, what? And I thought I was like so crazy.
Oh, when
you're like gonna be staying home,
quit
like,
the job for the
I
blog.
felt like you were always at work, so I was like, oh my gosh, like wait, what? Like you get to like stay home now? I feel like that was a fun memory.
That was the summer after 3rd grade.
3rd grade, yeah, that was my last day of school, and you picked me up and you told me.
I was so excited too. It honestly felt like I was going to
like
summer vacation or something, and I was going to come back to work. But I had all my stuff from my office in the box, and I was like, okay, this vlog better work, otherwise I'm back in the office.
You put a lot of trust in that, for sure.
I mean, we were tracking it for months before we made the decision, but we didn't tell you until we didn't want to get your hopes up, and then if things fell through, and then I said, oh, never mind, I'm not coming home anymore. So. But that was fun. I got to pick you up from school every day, drop you off.
Mm-hmm. That was really fun. Why is there fuzz on them, Mom?
What was I going to say?
And like,
I need to work on enunciating my words more.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't pronounce fully. Like I think I'm rushing.
I don't either. Sometimes I talk so fast.
I'm
rushing. Right now I just did it.
And I need to slow down and pronunciate my words.
Pronunciate my words.
Pronunciation.
That sounds like a... Never mind. Okay, continue.
What do you think about us having animals one day and coming to visit our hobby farm?
I can picture it. I still can't really picture you guys as Tennesseans, though. Like, when I come here, I still picture you guys as, like, living in California.
I know, same.
Well, because you guys also just moved here, but, like... I can't really picture you with animals. I can picture Dad with animals, because, like, Grandma and Grandpa are in, like, Texas, but, like...
I have no idea how to care for animals or anything.
I felt like you're like even when we had dogs, like you like dogs, but I felt like you weren't like.
I'm not like a huge dog person in general. I just
yeah.
Well, I also was bit by that dog on my leg, and I
almost got blinded by a dog, and I love them more than she does.
I'm a little hesitant.
We both got bit by dogs.
Yeah, I'm a hesitant for sure. I will not pet a random dog at the park or anything. Like if some dog runs up to me, I'm like. That's the only thing I had to get used to when we go on walks here. There's some dogs that are not behind.
They're not on leashes.
Yeah, so that has scared me a few times.
As long as you put your hand up to them and they sniff you and they wag their tail, you're fine. What is he doing out there?
But yeah, we have a lot to learn.
Yeah.
We have a lot to learn. So
I feel like you start off with chickens. I feel like the actual mammals are gonna be hard to take care of. Like getting to know, like the goats. And are you guys gonna get?
I think we would start out with chickens. I mean, I think I would love to have a cow.
A really big deal.
I would love to have a dairy cow because we go through so much milk that it would be nice.
Not a meat cow.
If anything, we would probably have 2 cows max. So it'd be 1 dairy cow and then 1 for meat.
And they can have a little baby. You can have a little calf. You have to stick your whole arm in the butthole and like pull it out.
Okay, that is definitely not.
It's a circle of life.
No, I know, but I think that's what's hard for me because even when I see like a bird on our porch that hit the window, it like,
oh my gosh,
that's tough for me to see.
We're walking up our driveway and our driveway's like really long, so we're like walking up it. Where were we walking? Oh, we were just going on a walk, and I was like, what is that? And I thought it was a little snail. It was like this tiny little like freshly hatched bird that was just passed away on the middle of the road.
That was so hard for me.
I was like, Mom, how are you gonna? I was sad too, but I was like, I don't understand how people have like, or even your friend that has like a cattle ranch, and they're like, yeah, sometimes like we'll just like find the cows like deceased on the land. I'm like, how do you do that? Like I would be crying. I know, I guess because like, I think you get used to it. Like when my dog died, like I was crying like someone actually died. I mean, she did die, but like it's like, but awful. The thing is, these are not like the pets in the same way where you're like, yeah, but I would still be so sad. Like if a little baby goat or something like didn't make it, oh my gosh. Like Poppy and Ellie, like how do you explain that to them? Well, I think that's the thing is like if they grew up with it, it would be more like
we're treating them the best we can, but we are raising them for food. Like they'd have to serve a purpose. So we're not just gonna have a bunch of pets on the, like that's
well, they
expensive.
are serving purpose for food, but you're not doing like meat, are you?
Yeah, we want to do meat birds, like chickens, and then have a cow. But
I was
like
gonna say meat
having
birds.
a cow down the line.
Yeah, I feel like a cow is like a really big thing. I feel like a cow's like.
I don't know if it's a big thing. I think you just have to have like the water set up and all of the.
Yeah, but like, that's like a big animal to take care of. I feel like. Like I feel like a cow is like a big accomplishment, or like a horse even.
Okay, a horse
Like,
is
you have to do
a horse is
attention.
different. A horse is a lot more maintenance than a cow.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think the horse, that would be more of a pet. So if we, right now we're not going to be trying to get pets. Like we would have to just.
I love horses. One day, do you think you guys will get a horse or like a pony?
Maybe.
Or what about a donkey?
I truthfully don't know. Like
Donkeys
right now,
so
we just need to start with
cute.
chickens that are small and that give us eggs and that we have like nutritious
Like
eggs.
remember the little donkeys at Carmel Valley Ranch?
Those are so cute.
Those little, they're all following us
So
around.
apparently Dad was saying that donkeys help some of the animals not get skittish or scared.
Yeah.
So maybe they would be helpful for a purpose.
I think mainly people have donkeys when they have like horses and cows.
Yeah.
And they just,
Honestly,
like,
I
hang
think
out
we just
around
have
them.
to feel it out and like get used to it right now.
I think they get jealous too. Like I saw this TikTok of people like when we're on our daily like walk with the horses and like these two people are like riding their horses and you turn around, the donkey's all like behind them like
So
following.
cute.
It's so cute.
But anytime we go anywhere with animals, the kids they're so excited. Like they want to be up
still
close.
getting warmed up to them though.
He's definitely getting a little more comfortable. Poppy is just
Poppy loves animals.
loves them. Like
They're
she
very
wants
opposite. Poppy hates bugs. Elliot loves bugs.
well, because he wants to squish them.
Vice versa. Yeah, he's like bee,
He
and then he'll be like
He's trying to catch
ladybug.
it.
He'll like try to squish him. I'm
No.
like, don't do that.
But I think it's just, yeah, it's still an adjustment for me because half the time
In California, Tennessee are so much more different.
yeah.
Like it's completely different. Like the drives, like the landscaping, the weather.
I love the drives here though. It's like it's more peaceful, the drives.
Yeah, it is peaceful.
I mean, we're also not in the heart of Nashville. I'm sure Nashville gets a lot more packed, but out here it's like
I've never really been to Nashville. Only for like we went to church one time down there for Easter.
yeah. Well, we'll have to do some when you come back out. We'll have to do some more.
Yeah, I want to go to a honky tonk
We need to go to a concert. They always have cool concerts here that.
or like a game.
Yeah, we'll have to go to a Tennessee football game.
Yeah.
Or maybe not a football game.
No, I want to go to a football.
Oh,
game.
you do?
Like the Bulls.
I
or
just
the
think the
Titans.
vibe of the crowd would be fun because it's not like
I love football games too.
it's just like a fun
I've
experience.
only been to like 2 in my entire life.
And Poppy would have so much fun too. Actually,
And
Elliot probably would love
have
it.
a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
So we'll have to do that, but I'll have to plan some more. There's so many things to do here that we just haven't done yet because again, me and Dad, like we're just such homebodies. Like when the kids go down at night, we're like, okay, let's read.
I feel like I'm a homebody too, but I always want to be doing something.
Yeah. I feel like I used to be like that more when I was your age, but now
Like when I'm with my friends, I'm like, guys, let's go do this, or guys, let's go do this, or guys, let's go do this, or like, oh, what are we doing today? They're like, we'll probably just go like shopping, and I'm like, no, let's go to the beach, or like, let's go like climbing at the beach. I don't know, just like when I'm with Caleb, my friend Caleb.
oh, Caleb needs to come out and stay when you come in
Yeah.
August.
I know. Yeah. Well, it depends on when he's a busy work schedule. He's working, but and he's starting school soon. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, anytime I'm with him, he's like one of my more like spontaneous friends. So like,
Oh, that's fun.
if we're at the beach, we'll be like, it'll just be like plans like quick. Or we'll be like at his house and he lives like 20 minutes away from the beach. We'll be like, oh, let's go to the beach. Like, oh, let's go to Laguna, or let's go to these rocks in Laguna, or like 1,000-Step Beach.
That's
He's
fun.
just like fun. I don't know.
I love the 1,000-step beach.
Me too.
It's such a workout to get up and down it.
Oh my gosh, wait, I have to show you this. You can cut this out, but this is at 1,000-Step Beach, and he's always going on like weird freaking adventures, and he's like finding like these cool like private areas. But this is at the same beach, but it's like this like pool that's like on the beach,
Oh, yeah.
but it's like private.
I've seen that before.
You've
on
seen it
Instagram.
before? He's
But
like,
someone owns it, right? It's a house.
no, you
like,
have
it's not-
you
you
have to
can't
like
go.
you have to climb.
Oh.
Like houses have connections to it,
Oh,
but
that's cool.
he said he
Whoa.
like swam around this.
It kind of looks like that. You know that thing they have in Australia, that Bondi Beach? It's kind of like that photo.
No, I don't.
never been to Australia, but that kind of reminds me of those pictures I've seen on that.
Yeah. It's weird that we both have tattoos now. Like, isn't that weird?
I know.
Yours are more faded. Mine is like purely like, because yours peeled a little bit, right?
Yeah, it kind of comes off a tad, and then that's just like the scab.
Mine is like hard and it's like scabbing off.
Do you think you'll get any more?
Yeah, I definitely want more. Not big ones though.
Just like tiny ones.
Tiny ones. I want them to be like meaningful, not just like, oh, I think it's cute.
Yeah.
Do you have any tattoos you regret?
The only thing I think about the tattoos is
I love how she only has my initials on her arm and not
I
anything
know
else's.
is the chemicals going into my skin, because now I'm so much more into
Health.
just in general, like the toxin load.
But you have such tiny ones. It's
Yeah, I have
not
such
like
tiny
they're,
ones, but I do think that like I wanted to get more for. I wanted to get one for Elliot, but at this point I'm like, I don't know if I'll get any more, just because it's like I don't want to be putting more ink in my bloodstream.
He's gonna be so like offended when he's older.
I know, but we'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind.
Like half of these tattoos are for me.
I think you can also do like
Thank you.
some like supplements before, like take a lot of vitamin C before or something. I don't know, but just because I'm getting older, I'm like thinking about a little bit more of just like how to optimize my health, and I'm like, maybe putting ink on my skin right now. You're 18. You're good still. And
I'm
it's
like,
so small.
what? You're all scaring me.
It's so small. No,
Yeah,
but I've just seen
really
more.
small. I like fine line tattoos.
If I was gonna get blood cancer, it probably would have already shown up on my results though. But the crazy thing is I did all these at like the same time, pretty much. They were all like within the same
year. I feel like
Yeah.
you got like 5 at one time.
So if I was gonna see anything, it was probably already gonna be up on my results.
Thanks for having me,
Maybe next
That was
time we
fun
can
chat.
have me, you and Poppy on.
Poppy. Yeah,
She'd probably hog the mic and
I feel like
not
she'd
let
be
you
a little
talk.
shy. Maybe she wouldn't, because there's
I
no one
don't know.
really here.
Unless she has her own microphone and then she just observed, and
She'd
then
be like
she
making
would
her
probably
funny
warm
faces.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Till next time.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to follow us on the Long Game Pod on Instagram, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.